Ayun, hello everyone. Welcome to my first ever top 10 recommended Viva Max movies list. And today we're about to go through my recommendations sa mga curious dyan sa Viva Max. Ayun, nandito na ako, ang inyong reviewer para mag-recommend ng ano ba maganda sa Viva Max para sa akin, according to my taste and also according to yung mga eksena, yung mga nagpapakilig sa'yo. And if you're a fan of a certain artist, siguro I'll try my best to exceed your expectations. So, ayun, Viva Max is a site, nag-offer siya ng mga mature content. So, hindi siya tulad nung Netflix. Parang kasi yung Netflix, may mga mature content naman doon, pero dito sa Viva Max, predominantly siya dito, kaya parang nagkaroon siya ng sariling universe or subset, di ba? Pag sabi mong Viva Max Star, alam mo na. So, eto, i-list down ko yung top 10 recommendations ko. So, sana pumayag kayo. Like this video para mapunta tayo sa For You ng YouTube, subscribe to the channel, tapos hit that bell icon for more of your top 10 list dito lang sa Yetaholic. Okay, so doon tayo sa number 10 sa mga recommended Viva Max movies ko. At ito ang Taya. Taya is starring Shandy Guzman. Pero ang importante dito, Taya is one of the most impactful Viva Max movies. Kasi bago pa yung ngayon, yung current generation ngayon, isa lang yung parang pinopromote ng Viva for their streaming service. And I believe they chose the right person kasi second generation actress siya at siya yung anak ni Jeric Raval na si AJ. So, yeah, yung mga dating mature content ng Viva Max, there is young blood. Kasi dati ang mga nasa mature scene is either yung mga bumabalik na sexy stars, actual stars na doing mature scenes like Kylie Versosa, di ba? And Cindy Miranda. And they got someone, AJ Raval, to fill the role. Parang siya yung generational talent na kung sabihin natin. So, dito sa Taya, kaya naging impactful siya is it introduces two new players, Jella Cuenca and Angelic Kang. Okay, so not technically new players kasi may kasama si AJ Raval sa P-Star 1, si Van Ginkel, Rose Van Ginkel, saka si Ana Halandoni. Pero hindi naging sexy star si Alandoni. So, it's Van Ginkel and AJ. And Viva, made AJ the face. Pero, yun nga, pakunti-kunti lang eh. So, when they introduced Jella and Angeli dito sa Taya, as introducing, dito nagkaroon ng shift in what Viva Max is. Parang, when we saw the first trailer ng Taya, it featured threesomes, di ba? Foursome pa nga eh. And this wasn't seen very massively, parang in a wider audience kasi pinakita sa YouTube eh. Itong si Sean nakikiapid sa tatlong babae. Di pa siya Yung mga dating star is there's one leading man, one leading woman, and kabit, gano'n. Di ba lagi gano'n yung mga dating mature movies in the 90s and 2000s? Well, Taya changed the game. And when they introduced two new players, Jella Cuenca and Angelica, meron silang workhorse in Jella Cuenca. They got the month of Jella last October of last year. And then they got Angelica, who went on to become, like, in terms of star power, can rival that of AJ and homegrown. Kasi AJ, although she is like yung parang the face, the franchise player, she's a second generational talent. ito naman si Angeli, at least homegrown talent siya, di ba? Yung parang she sprang up. Di naman siya anak ng artista eh. Kaya, the story isn't that much. Pero, kaya nilagay ko siya sa number 10 as the lowest that I can recommend. But it is an impactful piece in the Viva Max history. On to number 9, we have Ciclo from 2021 as well. So Ciclo, it did what Taya did, introduce new stars. So yun, we got Jella and Angeli sa Taya, but we need more stars kasi by 2022 mag-iiba yung landscape ng Viva Max para magkakaroon sila ng weekly series, and they've introduced like new talents here. Ang mga talents na inintroduce sila, Vince Relon. Although, alam ko, umaarte na si Vince Relon nun pa. They've introduced some veterans here, Alma Moreno, Joko Diaz, Juni Gamboa. Pero, ang important piece dito is 3 women. One is Rob Ginto, a model. So, yeah, she was introduced here dito sa Ciclo. Number 2, most important, is Ayana Misola, who ends up being an A-lister and a big name of herself, and like she became yung go-to ng Viva when it comes to sexy psychological killer drama, suspense. So siya lagi yung naging bida doon. And number 1 is Christine Bermas, who parang when you look at it in hindsight, Bermas is the one who's willing to go all out. Siya yung palating umaarte, and siya yung dumadaan sa daring scenes. Bermas went on to have a career. Lampas Langit, she introduced Chloe Jenna, and she did do some daring things doon. Like, meron scene sila ni Chloe at parang yun, nilagay ni Christine yung kanyang bunganga sa ari-arian or sa assets nito ni Chloe, and that was really not seen before. And Ciclo followed the same formula as Taya, pero limited si Vince in 2 girls, Ayana and Christine. It was Joko paired up with Rob, and nagkaroon dito ng trend ng veteran actors being paired up with this young and upcoming Viva Max talents. Pero yun, number 9 ko sa list is Ciclo. Okay, so unfortunately, Silip sa Apoy isn't in the Viva Max site. Kasi para alam ko ba't na pull out, pero this is a Viva Max original movie, Silip sa Apoy. It stars Angeli Kang. So nagkaroon ng mga kang Angelicang solo movies after Taya. First of which was Mahjong Nights. But what I feel lacking sa Mahjong Nights is yung action ni Angeli. It felt very limited, and yung concept kasi niya is like nagmamahjong lang yung mga tao. It really doesn't move anything. And it really was boring. Yung isa niyang pelikula will be explored later on in this list, and the final trio is Silip sa Apoy. And after this, Angeli took a break ata sa Viva Max until she returned for Pusoy and Virgin Forest. Pero Silip sa Apoy, why do I recommend this? Ang dating mga punang kasi ng mga casual, pag yung mga sexy films, walang kwento, puro pagtatalik lang. So, parang dito, nakita natin yung parang nagkaroon ng storytelling via Silip sa Apoy. Pero yung pinaka tingnan mo yung concept. Take a peek at the life of an unhappy housewife who finds passionate love from her neighbor. So it's a simple thing, and they managed to tell a story. It's obvious, it's experimental, pero alam ko nag-garner ito ng nominations yung Silip sa Apoy, believe it or not. Also, Silip sa Apoy is a spiritual successor of Scorpio Knights, which we will get to a little bit on the list. Pero yes, number 8, Steve Sapoy. Some say this is Angelicang's best performance, pero meron pa akong mga performance si Angelicang dito. Actually, I think there will be 2 more of Angeli here in this list. Okay? So, yeah, stay tuned lang. Kung gusto niyo si Angelicang, edi mag-subscribe kayo sa aking channel. Ayun. Alata naman pinopromote ko to, pero ayun. Let's go to number 7. Okay, Harriet, what is Alapa? Number 7, siya yung number 7 sa aking list. Okay? Move natin to. Why do I recommend Alapa Up? Well, di ba nagsabi tayo na storytelling in Sleep Sapoy? Alapa Up took it up a notch. Okay? Dito nagkaroon parang realism and parang relatable people. Yung mga bida dito, they have their flaws. And ito yung parang nag-breakout dito kay Joseph Elizalde. And this is Joseph Elizalde's first lead role as a protagonist. Alam ko kasi antagonist siya sa mga dati niyang role. Like, ano yun? Yung dating X-Deals 2, yun. So dito parang ano siya eh. Dito naman ang protagonist siya. He is assisted by Kat Dabi, alias Sisio Andre Garcia, Cheska Paredes, and Luke Selby. So, yung ang premise dito is nagkaroon sila ng pressure ditong si Joseph to do his thesis. So, isa siyang communication student dito, and since Masscom ata siya, yung mga thesis di ba nila parang documentary. So, they actually have a British person to casted here para maging narrator. It's perfect. And yung twist sa dulo, grabe. It's such a thriller. I'm not gonna spoil yung nangyari, pero napaka to eh. Dito nagkaroon ng grittier side yung Viva Max na di ko pa nakikita. Were there grittier movies before Alapa Up? May mga patayan naman. I'm not going to that. But when it comes to gore, yeah, ito yung gritty. Ito yung pinaka medyo brutal. Marang there's blood and guts, di ba? Also, this also has Angela Morena as a cameo. So, that's a nice touch. So, she's not in the cast, pero siya yung cameo dito. Okay? So, yes, Alapa Up, I definitely recommend this. It also has some illegal elements na baka ma-demonetize ako sa YouTube. Like, splitting a powder using a credit card and inhaling it with a roll of money kind of deals. Pero, yes. Number 7, Alapa Up. Ayun. Also, it has Kat Davi in it. Di natin siya natatalk usually. Kat Davi debuted at the... I forgot which movie. Yung may Pinky Panther. Si ano yun? Kat Davi ay... Saan ba siya? Let me refresh my memory. Yung kasama niya si Gwen Garcia sa si Gia Arroyo. What was that movie? Again, no, it's not Do You Think I'm Sexy? It's was it Do You Think I'm Sexy? I'm losing my mind here. Pero then again, we'll see. We also had the movie this movie starring Andre Garcia, who is like a breakout star. Ayun, Doblado. That's where Kat Davi got introduced. Doblado. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Google. So we got Andre Garcia who went all out sa mga pelikula. If you've seen her scenes, you'll know what I'm talking about. Ayun, Cheska Paredes also stand out dito. Yeah. So number 7, Alapaap. Not making it to our top 5 pero recommended ko rin. When it comes to being a great movie, I think Relievo takes the cake naman. So if you're looking for a movie talaga, Relievo kunin nyo. It has Christine Vermas, who I've said very flexible, and it also has who is here? Jella Cuenca. This was shown during the month of Jella. Yung mga di nakakalam, month of Jella is like 1 month na puro Jella Cuenca yung content ng Viva Max. Yeah, I know it sounds absurd, pero she was a workhorse, di ba? Ayun. Relievo, if you like romance, yung concept na yung nangaliwa, tapos yung lalaki na nangaliwa, liligawan mo yung kanyang asawa, this is your deal. The scenes are really contrasting with each other. Kay Vermas, ang scene is smooth, diba? Parang romantic. Pagdating kay Jella, it's more aggressive, fierce, wild. Ayun. Tapos, yung mga funny bits rin dito, yung inaamoy ni Shandy Guzman yung pabango. Ayun. Yeah. So, Relievo tayo, number 6. And fall short of the top 5 unfortunately, pero itong mga top 5, I really recommend them. Really recommend them. We have not talked a lot of comedy per se sa Viva Max, but when you ask me what is the best comedy content sa Viva Max, I would say High School on Sex Season 1, pero series yun and we're talking about movies, so I'm gonna go with the number 2 option. Sorry, High School on Sex Season 2. Pero di ka masyado nakakatawa So we're going to do number 5, 5 in 1. 5 in 1 is starring Wilbert Ross. And he has 5 girls. We got Jella Cuenca, Rose Van Ginkel, Ava Mendez, Angela Morena, and Debbie Garcia. Ayun. Di ba ang dami? Parang di kita si Debbie. Ayan! 5 in 1. Ayun. So, Wilbert Ross, he is yung parang go-to actor ng Viva when it comes to comedy. And marami siyang comedy. Kahit hindi comedy yung genre ni Wilbert, nagiging comedy So, we first saw him sa Crush Kong Curly. Then, Boy Bastos. Then, on the series Stalkers, it's a thriller but it's still comedy. May parang charm talaga si Wilbert Ross na magpatawa. And he also has Working Boy sa Viva 1, which is also comedy, along with his hashtag partner na si Nico, who also starred in Salamat Dax. But yeah, this is my recommended for number 5, 5 in 1. Hindi naman dahil sa nasa may 5 sa title, pero yun. May halong sexiness kasi may part dito na nakakatawa, may part dito na romantic. And they hit the punchline very good here in 5 in 1. It's the second funniest content in Viva Max and I believe the best comedy in the Viva Max site. So, punta tayo number 4. I know we have talked about younger stars pairing up with veteran. And being the highest view count on yung mga review ko, Salinas Gold has the highest view count. Over 100,000 views on my channel. So you can go check it out. But yeah, Salinas Gold is really a gold worthy of a movie. Okay? Yung twist dito really captivated me. Parang nagulat pa ko I never really saw it coming. And nandito yung parang may fetish yung Viva Max. Ito yung period na may fetish sila for, let's say, incest. Kasi nagkaroon ng maraming incest angles dito sa Viva Max pagdating sa period ng Salinas Gold I may have spoiled it a bit, pero yun. So, Jay Manalo, I think put on his best performance, best work dito sa Salinas Gold since coming back to the mature film industry. And yung mga trailer pala yung binuhos ni Angelica, it was so iconic. Ayun. Kung gusto niyo makita yung iconic scene yung binuhos ni Angeli, yung kanyang yung gatas sa kanyang katawan, andito yon sa Selena's Gold. So, I've said, there will be Angelican content throughout. We got Taya, we got Silid sa Apoy, and we got Selena's Gold. There's another one coming in this list. So, ayun. This is also has storytelling and napaka-unique yung story nito. It's set in pre-World War II Philippines bago pa tayo lusubin ng mga Hapon. So yung pagsasalita dito medyo archaic. And yung impact ng Selena's Gold actually affected sa mga hindi pa nanonood sa Viva Max eh. Mga nagpiping sa akin anong pelikula yun, nagsasalita sila in an archaic tongue. I have the DMs to prove it. Ayun. So, yun. Selena's Gold, number 4. So, unfortunately, delisted ang Scorpio Knights 3 sa Viva Max site. So, hindi mo siya madadownload. Katulad ng Silib sa Apoy. Pero, pwede nyo man i-download sa torrent yung mga yan eh. But yeah, number 3, Scorpio Knights 3. I recommend this because, one, this got released on my birthday, July 29, 2022. And number 2, ang galing ni Gold dito. And, ayun. So, kung gusto nyo all out yung mga mature scenes, I really recommend Scorpio Knights 3. Pero yung mga criticism dito na parang rehash storyline siya ng Scorpio Knights 1. Ang problema kasi, Scorpio Knights 1 really did not age well. Kaya they had to remake it. That is Scorpio Knights 3. And I accept that. Also, dito yung first instance kung saan pinapakita yung mga plastered genitalia. It was also shown in Alapaap. I forgot to mention that. Na may mga plastered genitalia na pinapakita doon. Pero ito yung first instance eh. This is also the first instance we see some buko juice action. Okay? Ayoko ma-demonetize, guys. Interpretin nyo na lang ano yung buko juice. Pero, ayan. Yan. May ginawa ditong buko juice na revealing. Maganda yung kasama, yung isang leading star dito. I forgot her name. Wala siya eh, oh. Teka. Maybe makikita natin sa cast. Wait, ayun. Allison Smith. Ayun. It's kinda sad. Di ko na-follow yung kanyang Viva Max career. Napaka-ikli eh. Maybe gagawa ko ng bagong ano. Baka gumawa ako ng bagong list top 10 Viva Max jumpers. Pero yung next topic, re-reveal ko sa end ng video. Ayan. Yeah, number 3, Christine Bermas. Ang maganda dito, parang claim ni Bermas na kaya niyang gawin hindi kaya ni AJ Rabal because originally this movie got delayed kasi si AJ dapat yung bida ng Scorpio Knights 3 pero parang dinenay ni AJ napunta kay Christine and yun yung umudyok. So yeah, this is Christine Berma's best work and that's right. So up to number 2 na tayo. Being one of the movies that I have never published a review, maybe I'll review ni Risa sometime. But it's in my tier list naman, yung ni Risa. Pero baka reviewin ko to sometime. So, let me edit like that. So, at number 2 is Nerissa. Ayun. Nerissa stars Cindy Miranda, who is also the star of Reroute, which was released late December 2021. So between Reroute and Nerissa, which would I recommend? I would recommend Nerissa. Reroute doesn't have really the sexiness vibes. Nerissa had the sexiness vibes. Also, dito yung nag-start yung relationship ni AJ sa ni Aljur. Pero hindi naman sila yung mag-on dito eh. I think si Aljur saka si Nerissa yung Cindy Miranda yung bida dito. This is like Cindy Miranda's 2 of her mature scenes na expose siya. So, maganda yung kwento nito. Parang meron dito si goddess na umahon, brought some misfortune in the land. she falls in love, binabasa ko lang yung plot with local fishermen. So, ayun. Para then, the whole ordeal is the mystique ni Nerissa, ni Cindy Miranda. We got Shandy Guzman as introducing here. AJ is already established. And, yun nga, si AJ lang talaga yun noon. Tapos may mga returning stars lang like Sherry, Gwen Garcia. Si Sherry meron dito kahit matanda na, meron siyang eksena dito. Ayun. So yeah, number 2, I would definitely recommend Nerissa. And at number 1, unfortunately, delisted rin ang Eva sa Viva Max. So we have to go with IMDb, which has 4.9 over 10, which is the critic score. Pero sabi nga, ang mahalaga yung audience score kaysa sa critic score. Okay? So, Eva, yeah, I put this number 1. Why? Panoorin niyo yung review ko, wala akong sinabi sa pelikula kundi purong mali siya, purong kalibugan lang. Wala. This movie made me say na ito nga. Meron namang kwento to yung Eva. It's really exploring the sexuality ni Eva. Diba kasi Eva is para kay Adan, pero paano ko si Eva ay para kay Eva? We also get to be introduced with then named Saba Gabao, who is named Ava Mendez. Eva is also the first movie na nilagay ko sa Smash tier sa aking Viva Max tier list. It's that very good. It's that good. Dito ko also napansin the first time na nagkaroon ng lesbian scene. Although ginawa siya sa palitan, walang pamansin sa palitan pero may mga pamansin sa Eva. This is Angelicang's second solo. Mahjong Nights, diba? Tapos Eva, tapos Silip. Yeah, this is her second solo. Also, what I considered her best. So we got, ang daming ang content ni Angelicang dito. May Taya, may Eva, may Silip, may Selena's Gold. Diba? Ang wala Mahjong Nights. So 4 out of the 10 list actually involve Angelicang. Ayun. And yeah, ito yung parang ito yung nagsabi ko turning point niya na she will be a megastar sa Viva Max. And ayun. Yeah, number 1, Eva is my number 1 na recommendation. So next week naman sa Yetaholic, we will be listing my top 10 not recommended Viva Max movies. This is your boy, the God Gamer Harriet. Like, subscribe. Goodbye and good night. Bang!